Starting in about September of each year, when clients come in asking about bankruptcy, one of the questions we ask is whether they expect to receive a tax refund for the upcoming tax year. If they do, we ask how much. For example, in a Chapter 7, if a client comes in and says they expect to receive about $4,000 and they would like to have their bankruptcy filed on September 1st, September 1st is the 244th day of the year. So 244 of the 365 days, which is about 67% of the year, that portion of the tax refund would become part of the bankruptcy estate. Does that mean that the trustee automatically gets a little over $2,600 of your tax refund? Absolutely not. The court gives you certain exemptions to cover your property, like money in a bank account or an anticipated tax refund for the following year. Depending on your specific case, those exemptions vary. For example, if you're head of household, you get an exemption. You would also get an additional exemption for each dependent under 18 that you have in your household. There's also a $600 wild card exemption that everyone gets that can be used on any property. So you'd want to speak to your attorney, and it's really case by case basis on how many exemptions you would get. So let's just say that the client expects to get that $4,000. They're not head of household. They have no dependents. The only portion they would be able to protect would be that $600 wild card, which again, everybody gets. So, more than likely, and it really depends on their situation, whether they have garnishments, things like that, they may want to wait until they received and spent their tax refund before they file. Does that mean you can go get your tax refund and have somebody hold the money for you or pay mom back? No, you really want to be careful on what you're spending that money on. You don't want it to be payments to family members or friends. You also don't want to make any payment to any single creditor more than $600. Otherwise, we'd have to wait 90 days after that payment is made before you could file. This client again may want to wait until they receive that refund so that the trustee can't take it. Once it's spent, we do not have to exempt it, and it's exempt from the bankruptcy estate. However, if this is the route that you want to go, again, you really want to be careful on those expenses. So what expenses can you use it on? Getting caught up on rent or a mortgage or utilities. Any necessities for you or your dependents are absolutely fine. However, you don't want to prepay. So, for example, you don't want to prepay a year of your rent just to avoid giving money to your creditors. That is an issue in the bankruptcy. So, again, you want to use it on current expenses for you and your dependents. If you have any questions, you can give us a call. We can be reached at 636-916-5400. And our website is below as well. Thank you.